Cousin Tandy.
How are you?
Or should I call you President Tandy?
What, call me?
As you know, I think you know, my name is Georgia Turner, Dr. Georgia Turner, and I've been a 291 board member for several years. Right now, I'm an active volunteer for 291. I've been working under Sean Gardner's leadership, and basically our goal is to promote responsible fatherhood by establishing strategies to implement keeping fathers involved in their children's lives. We called you out today to talk to you about the launch of a Teen Fatherhood University. 2015, 2016, we're going to have a program that works with young fathers in our community. And we wanted to see what your take was on Teen Fatherhood University and fatherhood issues.
Well, first, let me say that I thank you for this opportunity to be here with you, and to also say that I applaud the work that Sean and the rest of you and the rest of the board members are doing with 291. I've been a supporter of the organization, I think seemingly from its inception,
Yes.
and appreciate the work that you're doing to really help families come together, stay whole, and work through whatever differences they may have. Even if a household is one where it's divided because through divorce or other circumstances, that still doesn't negate the responsibility that both parents have to raise our kids. And so this is a great organization that's continuing to provide information for families to help them work through parenting. We often say, I'm a father of 3 kids myself, all of them under the age of 11. And one of the things that my wife and I, we often say is, kids don't come with handbooks. But what is helpful to us is having the ability to talk to other parents, whether it be our parents, our kids' grandparents, and looking at their example. And then even with that, sometimes it's good to talk to other parents and know what they're going through with their kids, because we know generationally things change from generation to generation. And so it's always good to have other peers that you can talk to, that you can learn from, and that you can then apply those lessons that they've learned and use them with your kids as well.
Absolutely. 291 has been working in this community, as you know, for very many years. We've done fatherhood discussions. We've done picnics in the park on Father's Day. We've done annual conferences. Sometimes our difficulty or our challenge is getting fathers to come together and to talk about those things. And a lot of times, many of our moms, they learn to come together and have those conversations. We want to get our fathers more involved. And Teen Fatherhood University is a perfect opportunity to get our young fathers, get them to start that practice of coming together, working in the community, working with other fathers to be the best fathers they can possibly be. Do you have a word of encouragement for those young fathers that we're trying to reach right now?
Well, I would say to them, there's no job that is more important than being a father. And whether you're fathering your own kids or you're fathering children of another man, that responsibility is one that's very important, and that kids need to have strong male role models in their lives, not just young boys, but young girls as well. We'll often say that the role of their father is to be that example, especially for young girls, so that when they then get to the stage where they're looking for a spouse, they're in a position to say, well, unless you can do for me what my daddy could do for me, and treat me the way that my daddy treated me, then you're not worthy of my love and affection. That's a treasure, that's a gift that a young woman is giving. And similarly, a father can also show that young woman how love is to be reciprocated, and what she can do to be a supporting spouse, as well to her husband. So kids are always watching us and how we interact with one another, and it's important that young fathers learn those lessons. And in particular, let's be quite honest about it. A lot of our young people today aren't in homes where they get to see positive male role models, or they have both parents there. And so in order to try to fix that, to correct the course that our community is heading down, we have to have organizations like this to get with these young men and kind of start showing them, you can break the cycle, and you can be that positive male role model in these kids' lives. Whether you saw it or not, there are other people who can support you and show you how to do that, so then you can then be the positive role model and example to your kids.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out, and thank you for your years of support and confidence in 201. We will continue to work with our young fathers. We will continue to work with our fathers, and actually we will continue to work with this community. We also have a mother's room. We've done things with moms as well. We want to keep families together and keep fathers involved. And with your help and the support that you've given us, we know that we can make that happen.
Well, absolutely. It's been my pleasure, and again, I appreciate and applaud the work that you do in this endeavor. And it's one of the vital issues of the day for us. A lot of our social ills that we see stem from the lack of parental involvement or the lack of adult engagement with our young people. And so the more that we can get positive young adults involved in our young people's lives, it will help us from everything from education to health to the economic development throughout our community.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Well, hello, my name is Dr. Georgia Turner, and I am a 201 Fatherhood and Family Board member. We're here today to basically launch the 201's 2015-2016 Teen Fatherhood University. 201 was established by its president and founder, Sean L. Gardner, to promote the safety and well-being of children and families by implementing strategies to keep fathers involved in the lives of their children and keep families together. Because we're here to launch 201's Teen Fatherhood University program, we have an opportunity here to serve an underserved population, and that population is young fathers. We have some supporters here. 201 cannot do this by ourselves. We cannot do this alone. So we have supporters at this table that would like to share why they're here to support fatherhood work and Teen Fatherhood University. We're going to start with Marco.
I am Markham French. I'm the Executive Director of Plymouth Community Renewal Center. There is an enormous trend in this country among African American fathers to be more actively involved in their children's lives. However, they face enormous barriers, and 201 is an organization that helps them overcome those barriers.
Hi, I'm Carly Stinnett. I'm a board member of 201 Fatherhood and Families, and I got involved because I was in the school system and I was seeing how these young men who were becoming fathers were devalued and kind of pushed aside, and so I felt like I needed to be a part of the solution.
Good afternoon. I am Shalonda Samuels, and I am the administrator at the First Neighborhood Place located at TJ Middle School at Louisville Community. And we are a huge supporter of fatherhood and family work. We are happy to say that we are going to host the first cohort at our location. And we believe in the work that 201 is doing. And we also believe that it is important in this community as the neighborhood place supports 201 in terms of families that are on the way to self-sufficiency.
My name is Brian Burns. I'm a 201 board member. I myself was a teen father. At the age of 18, I had a daughter, and I know fathers make all the difference. If I had stronger male figure in my life, I might have not have had the kind of upbringing that I had, and I can see that everywhere my daughter is excelling, getting all these awards. I see where I could have been. Instead of getting my PhD at 36, maybe I could have got it at age 26.
Hi, my name is Janice Carter. I'm a partner with Sean Gardner, who is also a colleague of mine, and we share that we both have masters in conflict resolution. I'm here as a partner, and what I contribute as a facilitator and a conflict resolution master's to do the advocacy, research, and marketing to advocate these conflict resolution styles for the more compassionate community and families, as our mayor talks about.
Hello, my name is B. Sean Daniels, and we're both, this is Ray Barker, we're co-founders of Man Up USA. We're here to support and be an advisory to 291 because of the importance that in 1964, the fathers that was in the lives was at 7%, okay, and now it's over 70%, 73% fathers' absence out of the lives of young men. So we think this is very important. And what better way than Man Up to be an assistance through our format of being strong men to give an example why fathers in supporting young teens to do better for their family and their children. What do you want to speak? That's it.
Basically, in an ideal world, both parents are at home and they are effectively co-parenting their children and they're keeping their families together. But in reality, many of our children are living in homes, single-parent homes, which basically are housed, the head of household is the mom. 201 is in existence to basically make the ideal world more of a reality. We want to focus, and 201's main focus is to engage fathers, educate them, and empower them to remove barriers so that they can be the best fathers that they possibly can be. Now you ask, what is Teen Fatherhood University? Teen Fatherhood University is basically a program that will serve young fathers in this community. The fathers can be anywhere from 16 to 24 years of age. We are basically here to see what we could do to prevent risk of abuse. And immediately we think of abuse in the form of hurting the children, but we're also looking at possible abuse happening because of the age of the children, because of the parents, the age of the parents, and also basically the parents' inability to co-parent effectively. So in order for our young men to be a part of 201's Teen Fatherhood University, again, ages 16 to 24 and could possibly be younger, it's free of charge. There is no cost associated with Teen Fatherhood University. So what we're doing at this point, we are recruiting. We are recruiting up to 10 young men to participate in the first cohort. Teen Fatherhood University consists of training, 24 hours of training. The training consists of 2 full days, which are on Saturdays. They will be held at First Neighborhood Place. The first Saturday will be October 31st. The second Saturday will be November the 7th. Also, Teen Fatherhood will consist of 2 workshops, community-wide workshops, that will take place here in Plymouth. Markham will facilitate those, Markham French. The first one will be held on Tuesday, November the 3rd, and the second one will be held on Tuesday, November the 10th. After they complete their instructional training, it's approximately 24 hours of training that will occur. They will be asked to participate in a co-parenting graduation. And then the very next week, immediately, we're going to start case management. We're going to offer 3 months of support, case management, so that our young fathers can have the tools they need in order to be the best fathers that they can. Do you all have any questions or anything that you all would like to add?
I'd like to add about conflict resolution, and we will be there available and listening to the parents to find out what their needs are and to help them learn and understand that with their temperament, they do have a conflict style. October the 15th is International Conflict Resolution Day. I just wanted to put that out there because we know conflict is worldwide. And we're looking to help families achieve healthy relationships, no matter what the position of the parents are. And healthy means the whole synergy of the relationships with each other, with themselves, and understanding another piece would be financial literacy. And I'm just very appreciative of the advocacy that's gone out and those that are part of the groups in our community that have stepped up and come to the table that will share their disciplines and what they can contribute as volunteers, once again, to be a compassionate city.
And those training hours that we talked about will consist of a curriculum guiding good choices. Also, we will have a workshop, a couple of workshops dealing with financial literacy, basically conflict resolution, healthy eating, reproduction issues. So we're basically looking at all spectrum, the entire spectrum of issues that could affect our young fathers, and helping them to help them get to where they need to be, or to make sure that they remain where they need to be in their children's lives. So if there's anything else that you all want to add?
I would like to add the importance and to encourage the community to get involved and to support this effort, because these fathers, they can do the work, but if they go out in our community and they're not supported, it really becomes a detriment to their growth.
Yes, and speaking of recruitment, 291 has been in existence, I believe, since 2007. And one of our challenges, it has been rewarding work, but one of the challenges that we've had is really getting fathers to the table. I think what it is that there is a stereotype. Basically, men are to man up. Well, as you see, Man Up is here at the table, and they recognize that our young men still need support. So if there's anything that the community can do to get our young men to Teen Fatherhood University, to meet with some of these people right here at this table, to get support, mentoring, guidance, we are more than happy to give those services to young men. And again, this is free of cost.
You know, I want to add to it as well, since Man Up, the major reason why Man Up is here is that we are examples. All of Man Up men are examples that these young men would like to meet, know that we were once, many of them were once young teens themselves, and now married and have children that are grown. So we have examples of being a good guidance and support. So I think that's one of the major things. Some of these young men maybe never had or had experienced or been involved with men who are successful navigators through the teen fatherhood, and now successful businessmen, fathers, husbands,